In our fast-paced world, mental health often takes a back seat to other priorities. However, neglecting mental well-being can lead to detrimental habits that hinder personal growth and happiness. It's easy to fall into negative patterns without even realizing it. The good news? Once you identify these bad habits, you can take concrete steps to break them and foster a healthier mindset. In this article, we'll explore 5 common bad mental health habits and provide practical strategies to overcome them. Imagine waking up every morning feeling anxious, stressed, and overwhelmed, despite having no specific reason to feel that way. You go through your day in a fog, unable to shake off a pervasive sense of dread. This scenario isn't uncommon. Many people silently struggle with these feelings daily, often due to deeply ingrained mental health habits that act as silent saboteurs of their happiness. Recognizing and addressing these habits can be life-changing. Let's dive into 5 of these detrimental habits and explore how to break free from their grip. Negative self-talk involves constantly belittling or criticizing yourself. Phrases like, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never succeed," or "I'm such a failure" are common. This internal dialogue can become so habitual that you might not even notice it happening. Negative self-talk can severely damage your self-esteem and mental well-being. It creates a self-fulfilling prophecy where you start to believe these negative statements, leading to decreased motivation, increased anxiety, and even depression. The first step is to become aware of when you're engaging in negative self-talk. Pay attention to your thoughts and notice any negative patterns. Once you identify negative self-talk, challenge its validity. Ask yourself if there is evidence to support these thoughts or if you're jumping to conclusions. Replace negative statements with positive affirmations. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I am capable and improving every day." Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that it's part of the human experience. Catastrophizing is when you automatically assume the worst-case scenario in any given situation. For example, if you're running late to a meeting, you might think, "I'm gonna get fired," even though the actual consequences are likely much less severe. Catastrophizing amplifies anxiety and stress, making problems seem insurmountable. This habit can paralyze you with fear, preventing you from taking necessary actions and enjoying the present moment. When you catch yourself catastrophizing, take a step back and assess the situation objectively. Ask yourself what the most likely outcome is, rather than the worst-case scenario. Gather evidence for and against your catastrophic thoughts. Often you'll find that the worst-case scenario is highly unlikely. If you fear specific situations, gradually expose yourself to them in a controlled manner. This can help reduce the intensity of your fears over time. Practice mindfulness to stay grounded in the present moment. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or mindful walking can help you focus on the here and now, reducing the tendency to worry about the future. Perfectionism involves setting excessively high standards for yourself and striving for flawlessness in everything you do. While aiming for excellence isn't inherently bad, perfectionism can lead to chronic dissatisfaction and burnout. Perfectionism can hinder productivity as the fear of making mistakes may prevent you from completing tasks. It also fosters a constant sense of inadequacy and can contribute to stress, anxiety, and depression. Aim for progress, not perfection. Set achievable goals that challenge you but are within reach. View mistakes as opportunities for growth and learning rather than as failures. Recognize that imperfection is a natural part of life. Take breaks and prioritize self-care to avoid burnout. Remember that your worth is not solely based on your achievements. Ask for feedback from trusted individuals to gain perspective on your efforts. Often, others can see the value in your work even when you cannot. Avoidance involves steering clear of situations, tasks, or people that cause discomfort or anxiety. This might mean procrastinating on important tasks, avoiding social interactions, or steering clear of difficult conversations. Avoidance can provide temporary relief, but ultimately exacerbates anxiety and stress. It prevents you from facing and overcoming challenges, leading to a cycle of avoidance that can limit personal growth and opportunities. Recognize the situations or tasks you tend to avoid. Understanding your triggers is the first step in addressing them. Slowly expose yourself to the things you avoid. Start with less intimidating situations and gradually work your way up to more challenging ones. Break down tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Completing these steps can build your confidence and reduce the overwhelming nature of the task. Seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. Talking about your fears and anxieties can provide new perspectives and encouragement. Overcommitting involves taking on more responsibilities and tasks than you can realistically handle. This might be due to a desire to please others, fear of missing out, or difficulty saying no. Overcommitting can lead to burnout, stress, and a constant feeling of being overwhelmed. It can also diminish the quality of your work and personal relationships as you spread yourself too thin. Learn to say no when necessary. Recognize your limits and prioritize your well-being. Use time management techniques such as scheduling and prioritization to ensure you allocate time for important tasks and self-care. If possible, delegate tasks to others. Trusting others to help can reduce your workload and stress. Regularly reflect on your commitments and prioritize those that align with your values and long-term goals. Breaking bad mental health habits requires awareness, effort, and persistence. By recognizing these habits and implementing the strategies outlined above, you can take significant steps towards improving your mental well-being. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Embracing these positive changes can lead to a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life.